think we're tipping to 10.
There's rumors that the company might actually break the 10 this year. Is that possible?
So, between you and me, we've already broken it after November.
Wow.
But don't tell anybody.
I won't. It's our secret.
I'm not here at all, so don't worry about that.
They might make the 10 this year.
I hope so. It'd be very exciting. Oh, if we tip to 10 million in revenue.
Wow, that's exciting.
So I started at Bliss when it was really small. And so, I don't know, maybe we were 20 people. And so the momentum has been amazing. Every year we grow, we change, and we always say this is the best team we've ever had. But I truly believe that. I mean, it's inspiring.
I mean, we've been talking about this for probably 4 years now, and it's here. And that's such an amazing feeling. Like,
we have a basic fundamental idea of how to treat other people, how to grow a company, or we have a similar work ethic.
So who scores highest on the hedonistic scale here at Bliss?
Oh,
Michael.
yes.
Yeah.
Not Megan Elizabeth, we're sad to say. We score very low. Very
on
low
hedonism,
indeed.
very high on responsibility, very low on hedonism. So we're working on that really hard. Like,
We're working to party.
yeah.
I'm deeply excited about Bliss's growth prospects long term. We have the right people here. And in a company like ours, the people are what matter.
Very warm and inviting people. They don't have walls up. They're very kind and excited about learning and doing work, which I think is very different than a lot of other places, because you don't come in and everybody's like, oh, I have to go to work today. It's, you get in and people are like, okay, what are we doing? And it's very active and energetic, and I really love it.
yeah, on the spot is not my forte in life. I don't know why.
These are the smartest, funniest, wittiest people that I've ever worked with.
I will say this year in particular, it just has been like such a supportive, awesome place to be, with like funny people, nice people, in a period of a lot of growth, which brings stress. I think everybody kind of tries really hard to not let that happen between us, which is a pretty special thing.
My Bliss hero would be Lauren Hendrickson. I interned at Bliss last summer, and she was one of the main reasons I really wanted to come back. She's a very nurturing person who really gives you opportunities to grow.
Greg Hassel, because he's been such an amazing manager and he really embodies everything that's Bliss. He's kind of like the poster person for Bliss, if that makes any sense. Joy, I literally think she's my second mother here. She's always has a smile on her face at reception, and I think everyone here at Bliss really loves and respects her. And Michael, because he's a great partner. He has such a great energy about him.
Sally, and it's because she is a literal superhero. She can squat a colleague. There's Mountain Dew in her blood. It empowers her to have the type of energy to like break down walls and write a bajillion words in a week. And she's also a really fun colleague and partner.
My Bliss hero would be Meg, because her intelligence is unmatched, but her ability to get people is also unmatched.
I want to call out Jonathan and Joy and Bobby and the design folks that just make us look good and help us do what we need to do. We so appreciate them.
Well, I have a lot of Bliss heroes. Elizabeth would be one of them, because I just admire the way that she's able to lead discussions. It makes her a fantastic presenter.
Everyone else here at Bliss is my Bliss hero. Everyone is so amazing and talented and doing such great things and such great work. They all inspire me.
So I have 50 plus heroes. That's every single one of you guys. You guys come in day to day and bust your butts and also break the equipment.
Best mixologist, Vicky. Best dad, Greg. Sorry to the other dads.
I think just seeing all the news that came across, all the exciting changes that were happening in the political environment, the regulatory environment, and then seeing how Bliss responded to each of them.
Had a really interesting challenge in 2018 with Jefferson National, or now Nationwide Advisory Solutions. We were really challenged to figure out how to help tell their story, even though they didn't really have anything new to say, in a market where they had owned it previously and were really getting crowded in. And what I was so proud of is how we came together to develop a strategy and then executed on that strategy and saw some really exciting results. And I think it set us up really well for a cool year ahead in 2019.
We grew exponentially to one of our largest accounts from a little line of business. We stabilized Chubb, and I think we just grew as a firm overall.
On Willis Towers Watson, we finished our foundation stage earlier this fall. And I think after months and months of prepping and research and preparing, as soon as we were done with our final presentation, just getting to be with the team that I was with was a very moving experience.
The most exciting one was our win on PCS because I got to join that team and do my first ever foundation stage.
And we won E-Trade, and that was something that was a cool opportunity.
I think I'm most proud of how we launched CalSavers, which is one of the projects we're working for on a census. It was a super crazy quick turnarounds to get the launch going, and my part of it came right after I'd been out of the office for a while, and it was a really big challenge, but it was really successful. The client was really happy, and it was a lot of fun.
So are you liking the new L?
I am, yes. I like that I can see out the windows now from my seat. Standing desks are nice too, although I do a lot of sitting.
You can't sit and put your feet up though. That's kind of a limitation.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I think being a part of launching a big study is really interesting. Just seeing the ways that all the different moving parts work together, whether it's stuff that's more visual, stuff that's a little more media oriented, and just pushing the client to try out new things is always interesting.
Such super into badass bitches who ruled England.
The magic in Bliss is really in the team work and the vibe that we have as a full team.
The people at Bliss are very nice people and very, very smart, and they're also very willing to help. So it's always open doors.
People are really collaborative. They want to work together. They want you to be the best communications professional you can be. I think in my time here, I've been able to grow so much and been given projects that really have challenged me, and I've seen that in everyone around me.
We like people at Bliss to feel like they have the freedom to go out and grasp and take hold of projects that they really want to own and be the face of, but they should know that underneath of them at all times is this safety net. And I think, to me, that's really what the we culture means. We really reward ambition here, but at the same time, nobody is really an island. Nobody's out there on their own.
I value that so much at Bliss because it's not just you don't fit and you're gone. It's you are who you are, and that is special. And let's figure out a way to use that in the way that's best for you and best for the company. So I love the we culture at Bliss.
It's rare that you get accountability from individuals and yet a collective we philosophy where everybody is willing to go the extra mile for each other. It's the only environment I've worked in where those two things are at play at once, the individual and being accountable, but at the same time, just amazing teamwork and a real sense of fun in doing it.
Recipes. I will cook them, and then you will smell them when I microwave them.
The we culture. That's actually why I come to work at Bliss, is the we culture. It's the people that I get to work with every day. Really enjoying being together and sharing each other's life experiences, but then doing some really interesting and exciting work together.
For the client, it's an incredible sense of support, because when you have a team that relies on one another and you have people that trust each other, from a client perspective, you have like a wall of support.
It's so ingrained in my being at this point that it extends to my outside life. I'll be talking to my mother and I'll say, we want to go here for dinner. I'm really just talking about myself.
Tell me about the we culture here.
The what?
The we culture at Bliss.
I thought you said wheat culture.
I just said something really funny. No. I don't believe it. Oh, come on. That's impossible.
We have a lot of individual personalities that come from different backgrounds, but there are no egos, because the moment you start thinking about yourself, it's when the kind of bigger client product is going to suffer and it's going to fail.
There's a lighthearted kind of nice sense of collaboration, but also people keep their sense of humor, which I find is unusual.
Ultimately, one person's point of view isn't going to get you to the final conclusion or the best answer or the right answer. It's a compilation of a lot of different ideas and working together to figure out what the best one is for the approach and for the client.
Ian, what is the future going to hold?
15, baby.
Fighting for 15.
Fighting for 15.
And what we want most is moving forward towards 15 goals is to be a real we in every sense of the word. And that means collectively doing smart things together, laughing together, and growing together.
And what I'm so psyched about is, we have a number of people, especially at the senior level, who have been with us a long time. And if you've been with us a long time, you have the expectation that your salary will go up every year, that maybe you'll get new responsibilities, etc. And so the only way to provide that is to continue to grow. And so if we can get to 15, imagine the new opportunities we can unlock for all of the VPs, the SVPs, the ADs behind them, the ASs behind them. And so it's exciting for us as a business, but I think it's equally as exciting for all the employees here.
2019 is going to be a good year. We are, I feel, firing on all cylinders. We are doing great work for our clients. We're having a lot of fun doing it.
I think I'm most looking forward to the fact that no year is ever the same. So the fact that the future is somewhat unpredictable. As we grow, as the marketing industry changes, as our clients change, what's asked of us and what service looks like changes too. And I think that is one of the reasons why I've been here so long, and one of the reasons why I'm still excited to be here in the years to come.
We're growing as a company. I think onwards, upwards from here. I'm excited to maybe add a technology practice to our expertise. So I think Bliss will just keep expanding our portfolio more and more. And I'm excited to be a part of that.
I'd say the most exciting part is the fact that Bliss just continues to grow. Grow in terms of people, grow in terms of revenue. And it's one of those, it's like a small little rocket ship that just continues to fly.
I'm excited about Nationwide Advisory Solutions, and we're working on infiltrating not only our bread and butter trade media, but also focusing more on a consumer-oriented message.
I just think there's so much opportunity right now. I think, Bliss is at a stage of its life cycle where there's still a lot to build. It makes it interesting because then you have the opportunity to explore what could this look like, what are the different avenues in terms of how Bliss could grow, and kind of where does everybody fit in with their own areas of expertise, where do people want to learn new things. You have still the flexibility to mark your own path, which I think is really, really special.
What an amazing growth opportunity for everyone. And I think that 2019 presents the perfect opportunity to become constant learners.
I am excited to learn more about lead gen. I'm excited to hopefully continue to grow BDO account, hoping to get involved in some of the brainstorms that happen across the broader firm.
What I'm looking forward to most in 2019 is being able to come back to New York and see everyone, because it is kind of lonely here in LA. So probably the moment that this video is getting played is what I am most looking forward to.